everyone, my name is Audrey. When I'm not working, I review books, create contents, and do bullet journaling. So my channel is all about these three. So 2 weeks ago, I had a lot of workload in my office and I was having a very hard time doing everything and managing everything. So I thought, why not make it more complicated and give myself a challenge of reading 7 books in 7 days. But to make it a bit interesting, why don't I try to review 7 books in 7 minutes? So the first book on my list is Not Meant to Be. I found this book by accident. I was looking for some other book, but then I stumbled upon this. And what intrigued me for reading it is the cover of the book and the blurb does not match at all. The starting of the book had great potential. The writer was able to portray a very real picture about how the rape victim would feel after the incident happened with her, and the struggles that goes in her mind, her dilemma to stay inside a room full of men no matter. But first of all, other women excessively slut-shamed, like talk about objectification, talk about sexism, talk about saying that how women, to climb up the corporate ladder, they would do sexual favors to other male characters. The struggle from rape victim to sex obsessive erotica. The book escalated really fast. Any survivors of domestic violence or sexual abuse deserves to live a normal life. There's no arguing on that. But I just didn't approve that showing the book. So that's why I rated it 1 star. Because the second book in our list is 1,000 Solved Cases. I got it as an arc from NetGalley. To read this book is the title, the cover, and the genre, which was a combination of sci-fi and romance. So I thought it's a very pretty and unique combination, so why not read it? If you like the book Breathless by Jennifer Nivan, you should read this because it has a similar sort of setting that the female lead goes into an island and it's far from the city life that she's always been. So there's that. And then she gets introduced to this one very mysterious guy who surprisingly no one else sees but only her. So did she actually see the guy or not? I liked it. Because I'm a big fan of Breathless, I really loved how the story escalated. I must say that the plotline was very unique. I did not expect the big twist that the book had to offer. I really liked the parental characters of that book. The female friendship on the book was very beautiful as well. So it was a good read for if you're interested in a mixture of fantasy and romance. And the third book on my list is One Way or Another. If you're anything like me, you would kill for a holiday romance book because Christmas is our favorite time. So this was a very, very, very unique read. The romance is friends to lover true, and most of the YA reader complain that there's no unique factor in YA books anymore. Everything seems predictable and just a copy of what already has been written. But this book was so different. It is an anxiety rep, so you can even consider it as a mental health read book. As someone who has anxiety, every moment our female lead was going through seemed very relatable to me, and I could just see myself making all the same stupid mistakes that she has been making. Author presents us with both of the versions of the decision that our female lead takes, and you get to see the outcome of both of her decision in 2 different timelines. Plays with that multiverse theory. And the fourth book is Flames of Chaos. I don't know what to say about this book. Okay, in the dedication, the author wrote that this book is intense. It's very, very intense, and it's not for the readers with a weak heart or imagination. It was an understatement. Very intense is an understatement because it was so intense that it was borderline disturbing. The book was about 532 pages, and out of that, only 32 pages were the story or our plotline which was following. The other 500 pages only talks about male and female genitals and how they should intercourse. It is about these 9 magical realms, and so the witches are in the council which protects these 9 realms, and because of a curse that their ancestor gave onto them. They are very sexually active and they meet with just everyone. It's a mess. It's a total mess. I would not recommend this book to any person who is sane because it ruined fantasy genre for me. I'm sure it will ruin it for you as well. Just like the name suggests, Flames of Chaos. It is chaotic, and after you are done reading the book, you would want to burn the book in flames. So yeah, the name does justice, I guess. Fifth book is meant to be a popular guy falling in love with a lonely nerd girl. It was very cute. It had London romance. They go on a school trip in London, and our popular guy and our lonely nerd girl are teamed up together for the assignment. And while they are walking down the magical roads of London, they fall in love with each other. And you know how some people believe that there's only one true love or one meant to be, and if it gets ruined somehow, you will lose your one chance at love. But this book tells you that it's not the truth. There can be multiple meant to be's or multiple true loves of your life, and it's completely okay. You are not a bad person for falling in love more than once. And if you're looking for a very cute read to melt your heart and to just squash you around on a rainy day, you can pick this up. The next book that I read was When My Heart Joins the Thousand. It was a very emotional read. Female lead, whose name is Alvi. She has Asperger's syndrome. She works at a zoo. She works at a zoo and she's fighting for taking her own guardianship because after her mother's death, she has been living from foster care to orphanage. So she now wants to live by her own. It's a journey of being independent while struggling from autism, and how she gets over with it and falls in love with guy she meets at a park. Your parents does something for you. We always think that if our parents are doing that, they know better than us, and whatever they're doing for our own good. But it's not always like that, and sometimes even if they're parents, they are also humans and they can make mistakes as well, which can affect us in a very core level. So that's what happens with Alvin in this particular situation. So if you're looking for a tearjerker and heart-wrenching book with a rep of autism and social anxiety, you should definitely read this one. The seventh and last book in my readathon is Dating Makes Perfect. I loved it. The mother of our female lead, she arranges this fake date between her and her arch nemesis so that she can practice dating in high school and then fall in love when she gets to college. Every date her mother organizes for her is based on very famous classic movie scenes like When Harry Met Sally, 10 Things I Hate About You, and movies like that. So if you're a fan of To All the Boys I've Loved Before and The Hating Game, you should definitely read this one, because one, it's high Asian representation, two, it's got to enemies to lovers trope, fake dating trope. These are a few of my favorite tropes, so I really loved it. I would today's video, and if you want to see me stammering and reviewing more books like this, subscribe on my channel and share this video with your other bookworm friends. Bye bye.